Hey everybody, Average Gamer here. It's Thursday. Thought I'd do a quick little video here on the strange video on MechWarrior Online's main page. If you haven't seen it, it says intercept message. Click here to watch. There's also been these strange memos on their Twitter and their Instagram about looks like leaked emails basically that have been censored out. And now, from what I understand, this is for the big quote-unquote event this weekend. It's supposed to be one of the biggest events they're going to be doing, apparently. Or the largest. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is the lead-up, obviously, to next month. Is it next month? Or is it the month after? Or April. Can't remember what month the Civil War comes out. So it could be that this is going to be a remainder of the month event. This could be an event that goes a while. It could have long-lasting repercussions. Either way, we'll find out in the next day or so. But, nonetheless, let's watch the video, and then we'll get into a more conversation right after. Here we go.
The DCMS has instated martial law in 27 prefectures throughout the Draconis Combine. This brought on by skeptics.
All sources indicate that negotiations have been tense but are heading to a general consensus.
Concerns over Comstar's latest leaked memo showing communications with the leader of the clan to
和平谈判还在进行中，但是人们对战争开始恐惧。
In the wake of a series of leaked documents, mistrust between the Intersphere and clans is at an all-time high. This is compounded by rumors of a mass evacuation of the planet Tukayyid.
Okay, so that is the video there. So it sounds like there's some sort of clandestine negotiations going on. Something is going to happen between the Intersphere and the clans. It's going to come to a head. Tukayyid is involved. It's another Tukayyid event. They're just trying to ramp it up, basically. I think the way they're trying to do it this year is they're actually trying to show the history behind it. So, the Battle of Tukayyid, for those who don't know, was actually a negotiation point. The Houses of the Intersphere and Comstar. I don't know if the Com Guards were involved in the negotiations, but Comstar headed the negotiations. Got all the Houses of the Intersphere together and negotiated a peace. Whereas, if the Intersphere could stop them from taking Tukayyid, there will be a 15-year peace between the clans and the Intersphere. There was also a line drawn on the galaxy where they could not advance beyond. They could go east, they can go west of the galaxy, but they cannot go south, which I'll show momentarily. And I do not remember the clan side of the rule. I think it was on the lines of, if they won, they got Earth. Simple as that. And I think they got a lot of the planets going to Earth. Now, part of the negotiations was that Krita would possibly be under a massive amounts of attacks. And so would, I think it's Steiner? Whatever that's left. Steiner or Davian. Would also possibly be, heavily possibly attacked. Jade Falcon was bordered there, while Ghost Bear, and even Wolf to a point, could attack actually both. So, then there's obviously, Shark and a whole bunch of other ones. Now, obviously the Intersphere won the battle, and there was a 15-year peace. Theoretically. Now, I'm going to show you the map as to what I'm talking about when it comes to the line. There it is. So, Tukayyid is right here. Sorry about this. It's a picture. So if I zoom out, Terra is right there. Tukayyid right here. Now, since the Inner Sphere beat the clans at Tukayyid, the treaty was set as for. They could not advance beyond or towards the core any further than Tukayyid. Meaning, a line was drawn west of Tukayyid, going all the way across this way, and east of Tukayyid, going all the way across this way. And they said, you cannot go any further south of this line. Everything north of that line is fair game. So, obviously, the clans were like, let's get this straight. If we win, we can continue the war. And we can get Terra. If we lose, we can still get almost the entire northern section of the Inner Sphere and take out 2 massive houses. It's a win-win for them, theoretically, when you look at it. And they took it. Sure enough, Inner Sphere won. The line was drawn. But a lot of people that lived up in these regions and these regions here, and even a lot of people in these two factions here, really were having issues with that. Mainly because they're being sold out. Okay, this is the Lyrian Commonwealth. Okay. So we get the Lyrians here and the Davians in the south. Lyrians here, Davians down there. Then DCMS, obviously. Or Kurita, technically. The Draconis Combine. So pretty much everyone knew that lived up here and lived around here that since you were further south of that line of Tukayyid, you were probably going to get conquered by the clans. Because at that point, the clans were not on equal footing with the Inner Sphere yet. They were still raffle stomping, basically. With the release of the Comm Guards at the Battle of Tukayyid, obviously that made a big impact on things. But overall, the Lyrian Commonwealth, guys on the left here, and the Draconis Combine on the right, really didn't have that technology. They had the numbers, they just didn't have the technology. It also opened up the capital of the Draconis Combine up for attack. That's why, if you hear in the video, it talks about 23 planets are being put under martial law. I believe that is the actual number of planets north in the Draconis Combine of this line. I'd have to go count, but I'm pretty sure. And it also includes their capital, which makes you think. Now, basically what happened is long-term, it created almost a state of Cold War. The borders really didn't switch too much until later on when the Battle of New Coventry occurred. I'd have to actually look into seeing where the New Coventry is. But that ended up causing the end of Smoke Jaguar altogether. Which is something different. Another thing that also happened is because of this arrangement, because of all these deals, the Word of Blake was created. So you have 2 new factions, basically, that are released on this event. Comstar, or the Comm Guards, and the Word of Blake. So here is what I'm thinking the event is going to happen. The event's going to occur. It's going to be Battle of Tukayyid over the weekend. Once that's done, they're going to reset and release Comstar as a playable faction. You'll be able to play as Comstar. If that's the case, then you will also be able to play as the Word of Blake, I'm hoping. I personally will be very interested in that. It's one of those things where it's like, I always like playing the bad guy. So, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much what I've kind of figured out from the video there. I've been looking at the emails that they released on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. And they were naming people like Foch. That, they're obviously, if you would Google that person's name and on the Comstar, they were the head of Comstar at the time. Around this time as well, there's lots of little assassinations, a lot of political in-play as well. So we also have the Civil War starting up. The amalgamation of Clan Ghostbear and the Free Razzlehag Republic will happen soon. I kind of think it's funny that the Free Razzlehag Republic only, like the FRR itself, only existed for 30 years. So anyone who's a member of the FRR has to remember Your faction showed up, got stomped, amalgamated with the clans, and I was gone. So it's going to have to be something to kind of get in touch with. So I have a feeling we're going to get a third faction or a third group that will still be fighting on this side of the inner sphere. And that's going to be Comstar. Then we're going to have a side that's going to be maybe aggressive to everybody because of the jihad, and that'll be the word of Blake. We'll have to see about that. That'd be interesting to see how and if they incorporate the comm guards and the word of Blake into all this now. Especially with the Civil War and stuff like that, it might have a bit of more of an impact. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.